How to contact students who do not show up in a virtual setting. You're going to have a couple students that do not log in, that do not complete work in the virtual setting. And when you teach face to face, you see them in class. You could talk to them, relate to them, get to know them better so you could help them in your subject that you're teaching. But in a virtual setting, you don't always have that. And you have to find ways to really reach out to them. And that's the biggest job of a virtual teacher is finding those ways to connect with your students in a virtual way. And there's some ways to do this. So right at the beginning of the school year, what you'll want to do is you'll want to send out a positive email to every student. I know this is a big thing, but by front loading this and doing this, it will help you down the line because you will eliminate some of those students that would have not have normally shown up. And you can even send out a mass email, an automated email, some kind of email that gives some kind of positive note. So let's say you have the students submit a survey in Google Form, and in Google Form they have some great apps. One of them is it'll send an automated message to your student. So it's all set up for you. And you can say, hey, it's great that you filled out this survey. I really appreciate it. And way to start off on a great positive note. Something positive. And that will draw students in and be like, oh, okay, this is okay. I got this. I can do this. And have that initial positive note. Well, let's say that doesn't work. Send emails. So check in on them. See how they're doing. And let them know that they haven't shown up. Let their guardians know. But let's say that doesn't work. The next email should be, how are you doing? Are you okay? Ignore the content, ignore what you're trying to teach them, ignore how many days they've missed. Ask how they are doing because there might be something that you don't know about. Maybe their computer completely died. Maybe they're so lost with the technology and they don't know where to start. So there's things outside of the content that you can help them with to draw them in. Next, emails don't work. Call, 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 call. If calling doesn't work, send texts. So Google Voice has a great, great opportunity for you to actually send text without using your cell phone. You can use Google Text. Beautiful. Text them. Be like, hey, this is fill in the blank, and I am your fill in the blank teacher. So chemistry teacher, English teacher, homeroom teacher. And I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. Because, some people do screen phone calls. So they see the text, oh, that's from my school. I want to connect with them. Next, let's say text doesn't work. Talk to the student's other teachers. So sometimes if a student is struggling in your class and they shut down, just like face to face, they might excel in a different class that they really enjoy, art or chemistry if you teach English, or vice versa. If they're struggling in chemistry and shut down, they might love English class. Check with the other teachers, see if they're able to talk to them and connect with them. Then use your other teachers in your school to reach out to them for you, to be like, hey, make sure you contact this teacher. Let's say that doesn't work. Get the administration involved. So your principals, vice principal, even getting your counselors involved would really help because maybe they know something you don't know about the family or something happened. And also your admin with going virtual, I hope they have a system in place for this, whether that is house calls where an admin goes and does a house call or has a way to contact them in a different way. So the big thing is get the admin involved so that you are able to contact that student. And my biggest piece of advice is document, document, document. So have an Excel sheet out, and every time you try to contact that student or those parents of the student, make sure you document it. You write it down. So at the end of the semester, if a teacher or a parent or a principal comes to you and says, hey, why is a student failing your course? They haven't logged in, they're truant. Well, I reached out to them these times and I let you guys know that this was happening. So make sure you are documenting what you do.